I had absolutely no idea that I couldn't record students, or else I definitely wouldn't have done it.
That's crazy. So this was her first time subbing, her first day ever.
Damn, bro. So now we need to explain things. Now we need to explain the obvious. Nobody should be recorded if they don't want to be recorded. That's just the first thing of creating content. You gotta know who you can record and who you can't. You ain't asked for their permission to first be recorded, and then you ain't asked for their permission for it to be posted. You already in the wrong.
All right, man. Welcome back to another video. Hope your day is going good. Teacher fired on her first day of sexualizing. Now, before we start, they might be a little bit of a reach. But on this one, see her right here? Tell me, y'all, boy. Tell me that's not her twin right there. I don't want to get sexualized.
So this 24
anybody who looks like Nine Dishes.
year-old substitute teacher from Memphis, Tennessee by the name of Miata Borders was recently fired after, and I quote, allegedly sexualizing a student. So you can see the desk attendant said that she looks like a student. Keep that in mind.
Today was really a breeze. My kids ain't have to do too much, man. I really, to be honest, I let them do whatever they want to do.
That's actually a crazy statement to make. Yeah. I actually let them do whatever they want to do. That's actually a wild ass statement to make. I let the kids do whatever they want to do. I'm that kind of teacher. Yeah.
And
bro, what kind of fucking teacher is
what?
Y'all gotta tell me this is a substitute, man.
Yeah, I think she was a substitute. Yeah, because ain't no way you can be a teacher and be moving like this. Putting all your business on TikTok. That's why you got fired, right?
Took me a little lunch break. Yeah, they got it going on at this junk. They stayed bound, okay then.
36K life.
Damn, shorty. Sheesh. Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take me down, man. Then I look so young, I look like one of them.
Yeah, and that statement is what actually got her fired. I'm gonna continue to play the rest of the video, but I mean, good God, the optics in this is already crazy. How do you say a wild ass statement like sheesh as a couple of the...
I was about to say, that's a staple over here. Y'all just heard me say it. Well, we say that. We say it for different reasons, but yeah, you know, when we was on the strip, the bad shit. Hey, now why they end up getting fired, man. You can't be out here sexualizing kids.
High school girls were coming into frame saying damn shorty, which is already a highly sexualized statement in and of itself. Like if you say damn shorty, like that literally means in common lingo you like what you're seeing. Now I'm not gonna say or speculate on as to what she saw that she may have liked for her to say damn shorty, but I will say though the optics are horrible regardless of her intentions, right? You have this frame, right? Couple of girls coming into frame, they're looking at her, she's looking at them, one is smiling, right? And she goes on to say sheesh, damn shorty. I mean, that's crazy, right? Like that's literally crazy. Commenting on what could be a couple of 15 or 16-year-old girls. I mean, people in the comment section are even acknowledging saying, and I quote, damn shorty, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. She's 15 with a picture, a literal picture of Aries Spears. Another person said, damn shorty, to a child. Another person said, damn shorty, they kids trying to take you down. These kids are trying, like, I just got a question. How could any of these young ladies take you down? Like, even that statement in and of itself sounds crazy. So if I'm the school administrator or if I'm the principal or on the board of education, you're getting fired immediately.
Damn, shorty. Sheesh. Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take me down, man. Then I look so young, I look like one of them. Appreciate it. You know, my little free time, I had to go out there and give me some little content, little feed check, really just a chick.
And by the way, guys, in case you couldn't tell by now, this is indeed a lesbian. She is a certified stud. Now, in this day and age, I'm not entirely sure if stud is a slur or not, but that is literally common lingo to describe a particular type of lesbian, because not all lesbians dress like this. There are very, very feminine lesbians out there who are attracted to women of the same sex who dress in skirts, dresses, they put on makeup and wear really girly outfits, and we would not consider them studs. studs. Studs are a very particular type of lesbian that tries to take on the more male-oriented aesthetic, as you can see here in this video.
That substitute teacher that was fired on her first day was not ready to step foot in no classroom. Getting told that you look like one of the students is not the compliment that you thought it was. They were saying that you look childish. It was.
And how can you mess up one of the easiest jobs in the world, bro? I know y'all done had substitute before. They don't do nothing. They just take the attendance, sit there, put on the movie, and let y'all do whatever y'all want. You don't know anything. You don't know the curriculum, so there's no teaching going on. So how can you mess that up?
Wasn't giving professionalism is what they're saying. Why are we wearing big chains to go sub a classroom? Are you coming to teach or are you coming to impress?
That is a good question. Are you coming to teach or are you coming to impress? Listen, based off of what I was able to find on this person's Instagram page, I can tell you and assure you that this person is all about fashion, and they're, they like the attention, they like the validation, and they have some very nice fits. They got some nice clothing for sure, and they do fit a particular type of aesthetic, right? Like the hype beast clothing type shit, right? I will say though that although I don't always like to judge a book by its cover, if I saw this person and somebody asked me, do they look like a teacher? Does this particular individual, who is a woman, a female, look like the type of person to be the appropriate figure to teach kids as a teacher? I'm gonna be honest and say no, I don't think they look the part. Not saying that there aren't lovely female teachers out there who look like this, with this particular style and aesthetic. I'm just saying that pattern recognition, simple observations is what I'm saying. It leads me to the probability of her doing some shit that we just saw in this video.
Can we talk about the damn shorty? Who's the shorty? Not that child that you were recording, that you should have never been recording in the first place. There's no way. And then you follow it up with sheesh. Truthfully, if you never ended up back into a classroom again, I wouldn't be upset.
I gotta say as well, it was weird for her to even be filming in a school. Like, I get it, she's a content creator and all that, and as content creators, we want to get views, we want to go viral, and we want to get as many eyes on our content as possible. But I just gotta say, assuming she's a substitute teacher bouncing around from school to school, who first and foremost told her that she could film in school? Second of all, who the hell hired her? Like, genuinely speaking, if I'm the person in control of hiring substitute teachers, for her to look like that, she's got to have one hell of a resume, or my school has to just be in one of the worst places possible to where we are forced to hire someone like this. I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty sure there's a lot more qualified substitute teachers out there who could have taken her spot, who dress a little more professional, who talk a little more professional, and who actually are more respectable to the environment of which they're going to be working at.
Lastly, I understand everybody wants to be a content creator, but we have to understand there's time and there's place. Recording like that on your first day is crazy work. Recording yourself putting your feet up on this teacher's desk is also crazy work. Recording the students, also crazy work. That was your first day and you did too much.
And that's why she got fired. She just did way too much. And it seems like
not only did she record, Shawty didn't show no type of level of professionalism.
it's not only at schools where she's doing way too much. It seems like even just on her regular account in the privacy of her own home, she's doing way too much. Like, I genuinely, I gotta understand who the hell hired this person. Did you not check their social media beforehand before actually thinking it was a good idea for this person to be around a whole bunch of teenage girls?
Oh man, I ain't even gonna call it out. Let's just keep.
Like, I'm not gonna even comment on what I just saw, what we all just saw, which is the most obvious thing. I'm also hearing based off of the comment section.
Seen it too. I wasn't the only one. Okay.
That she got banned. Her TikTok page got banned. It was formerly named thehandmaid.ceo. So I just gotta wonder why. Well, why did she get banned? What kind of content was she posting to her TikTok page? But as per usual, the substitute teacher, after filming that video and having the other content that we saw from her TikTok page, of which she ultimately got banned for, came out acting like the victim, saying everybody took it out of context and not taking accountability for her actions.
As you guys may know, I am the substitute that was recently fired from teaching because of my TikTok. It's honestly so sad how sick the world is that you guys automatically mischaracterize me fully without further context. I'm a content creator. I record everything I do, so it was typical for me. And as you guys know, if you create content, you will know that everything you see is not what you get.
Exactly. I will agree with it. As a content creator, not everything you see is what you get behind the scenes. That said, if you're going to be teaching in a public school, you should not be filming the kids who attend that school. I can't excuse that.
Majority of the content that you do see was recorded while I was alone. It looked as if I had a class, but I did not have a class, and the school knows that. I did not have a class. I had nothing but free time. And as I explained to Lake Cormont when I first arrived, this was my very first time subbing ever. I had absolutely no idea that I couldn't record students, or else I definitely wouldn't have done it.
That's crazy. So this was her first time subbing, her first day ever.
Damn, bro. So now we need to explain things. Now we need to explain the obvious. Nobody should be recorded if they don't want to be recorded. That's just the first thing of creating content. You gotta know who you can record and who you can't. You ain't asked for their permission to first be recorded, and then you ain't asked for their permission for it to be posted. You already in the wrong.
In any school subbing, she's never taught any kids before this, and she was already fired, bro. Holy shit. That's gotta be a new world record for being the fastest person to ever get fired as a substitute teacher.
On TikTok before I worked, and that's what I seen. I am by far no predator or anything close to it. That is insane for it even to be put onto me. I truly just thought I was doing something good for the youth. Like, honestly, and I was enjoying it. I wasn't going to make a video, but I've been receiving an awful amount of hate. I felt like it was necessary for me to clear my name up. I do apologize for this once again, I truly do, but I had no idea this was prohibited. I assure you that it would have not been posted. What I meant by shorty in the terminology, the kids were going to take me down, were absolutely not what you guys took them as. Those kids were smaller than me, shorter than me, younger than me. They are shorties, they are young. That absolutely means nothing with flirting. My terminology is much different from you guys. So I said the kids were going to take me down, as in a phrase of the kids all together. That absolutely did not mean anything sexual.
So I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, maybe she wasn't in her mind with those words
Possibly,
trying to be sexual.
Yeah, possibly that's what she could.
But we gotta understand the optics of this. Saying sheesh, like sheesh, damn, shorty, and take me down all in the same sentence while in the proximity of 15, 16-year-old girls while filming them as they're passing by is horrible optics. It just, at face value, what do you expect people to think? Like, seriously.
It is sick to even think of that. I am a content creator. I am known. The kids knew me. They were supporters of mine. So I say the kids were going to take me down. It means as the same way that supporters do anybody else that they support. I'm no different from them. I handle myself more than properly. I do have a fan base. I do have supporters. I do have people that know me. Those kids already had knew me previously. It was several kids coming up to me trying to see, am I that person? That's what I meant by take me down, all hassling me at once, is what I meant. Absolutely didn't mean anything sexual from kids. That is sick.
Now, it is sick, but I gotta say again, damn, shorty, sheesh, take me down. All while in the angle that the camera was in, while those words were coming out of your mouth, is crazy. Like, again, if you want to be a content creator, just do that, like, outside of teaching. Like, why don't you just pour all your resources into being a content creator? It seems like you're pretty successful at it too. Why do you need to be a substitute teacher if you had like 40,000 on TikTok, 100,000 on Instagram, and I'm pretty sure you could have like a YouTube career based off of your looks, your aesthetics, the vibe you give off? Like, go for it. Why just be a content creator? I'm pretty sure it'll pay more too.
The entire 2 days that I worked at Lake Cormont, I did nothing but my job. I was to myself. Not one single kid that could say that I did or said anything inappropriate my time at Lake Cormont those 2 days. It was truly just a misunderstanding. But now that I see with creating content, it's easy to misunderstand and misinterpret things because everyone is free to their own opinions. That doesn't mean just automatically mischaracterize me. Like, truly, like, honestly, you guys, I would truly have to be an idiot to know that I'm doing something wrong that would lead to this much and still do it. I absolutely did not know. What I said in a voiceover was absolutely not meant how you guys took it. I just talk very differently. My slang is different. I do realize that those are students and I am an adult. I should have been way more professional with my word choicing. But again, kids had absolutely no clue that was an additional voiceover that I added on TikTok. I do realize the mistake I made, honestly and truthfully. I was just in a moment being myself. I wasn't thinking inappropriately at all. I'm still learning. I am aware of that, but I honestly truly didn't know you guys. Like I just didn't. It's no way that I would have posted it. I wasn't thinking inappropriate. Truly, sincerely to the bottom of my heart, I do apologize to all of the parents and students at Lake Cormont. I actually loved you guys' school. I would have loved to work there. Like, I know you guys have mischaracterized me, but I am a great person. Like, I am a great person. Aside from the tattoos, I'm an excellent person. I do apologize once again. I absolutely meant no harm. I absolutely didn't. Again, and I just I want you guys to like give me some grace. This is my first time subbing ever. You see, I'm a content creator. This is my first time subbing. I was trying something new, trying to give back to the kids, which I would have loved to do. I enjoyed myself the time I was there, but I'm fired.
All right, so we heard the entire video, and honestly, I think maybe she is being honest in terms of her intent, but again, the optics and the words that came out of her mouth, just, you know, had they not fired her, would have made the school look horribly. Like they had no choice. Even if the administrators didn't want to fire her, there's no way in hell that you could have a content creator / teacher at your school, who's a substitute teacher, by the way, who's also 24, a new employee, saying these things. The videos are going viral. Bro, it would have just been a media shitstorm, and I'm pretty sure the school admins had no choice but to fire her, unfortunately for her. Now, on her own personal Instagram page, she did come out making another video kind of explaining everything and, you know, how she's getting bullied online for all this. Now, we're not going to get into that because it would literally make the video way too long, but I will say hopefully she learns from this lesson. When you're an employee working for another organization, a publicly funded building, or a private corporation, you're no longer a content creation. You're an employee for that person, and if you make that organization, that company look bad, you are liable to be fired under your contract. Every employee has a contract, unless you're specifically a contractor. Even with contractors who are freelancing for other business owners, they still have some type of agreement.
Yeah, y'all just gotta be mindful that the things that y'all do affect other people. And y'all gotta be aware that when you're making content, things can be misinterpreted. You gotta think a little bit about the things that you do before you do them. You never know the consequences that come behind it.
All right, man, y'all made it to the end of another video, man. Love y'all. Great for y'all, man. There's the rest of the videos on the channel. You already know. We're gonna catch y'all in the next one. We out.